So a couple of days ago, actually 1 day ago, it feels like so long ago, I talked about this drama. The KR players, they hated the new character. Am I reading this wrong? Wait, Liney. Alright. Let's have a look. So this new character apparently is not being liked in the Korean community because of being effeminate male. If you guys are not aware of that word, yes, that's a new word that you learn every single day. Effeminate. Okay, let me bring it up. So effeminate.
Effeminate.
Effeminate. Effeminate. It means fanboy, yeah, basically. So basically, it's a guy, but they have characteristics or ways of behaving traditionally associated with women. So basically, it's a man, but they behave like women. So it's called effeminate.
Effeminate.
Okay, and regarded as inappropriate for men. So this is a guy, by the way, like Venti, right? And the global is okay, right? The JP is also okay, but when you go to the KR, the Korea side, alright, the KR side, the player there didn't like, the players there hated the trailer, alright, I think the like to dislike ratio is like, the dislike is 2-1, which is insane. I think it was shown somewhere here, so you can see the Korean one has 11k dislikes but 5.2k likes. So today, there's a new post, somebody went and debunked. Look at this essay, debunking the post about Korea community mass disliking Liney's teaser. Apparently, it's much more complex than that. It's not that they don't like the dude, there's a bit more complexity. Look at this. Why do you think there's an essay? Why do you think there's a 6,000 thesis essay explaining why they're debunking? They even go to posts of KR Genshin community and investigate, honestly, Liney's design wasn't that bad, blah blah blah. Okay, so why? We need to read this. We need to read this. This is very important. Alright, so to understand the KR players' mindset. By the way, Limber's company drama might be the same reason, you know, might be like relatable, same sort of like theory behind it. So let's see. I've seen some misinformation from the recent post regarding KR Liney's teaser, such as Koreans are disliking it because he's not a waifu. Kids write essay, you're chill, man. It's not about kids writing essay. It's about, you know, people just giving information that everyone needs to know. Okay, this is one thing. Koreans are disliking it because Hoyoverse hasn't released waifus for 9 months. That's not true, right? I remember Sumeru has more dudes than has more guys than girls, if I'm not mistaken, right? If you're counting rewrite, wasn't the Kave the recent one, right? The previous one was Kave and someone else. Like those are dudes, right? Deya is a female, yeah, but there's quite a number of male characters as well. Okay, so to be exact, it's much more than that. But before we discuss this matter, let's talk about the culture of the Korean community first. Alright, so we need to understand the culture. Alright, in case you guys are living in the bubble like a caveman like me. I'm the only caveman, by the way. No one else can be caveman. But in case you guys are cavemen like me, right? You live in the bubble, so we need to understand why the Korean community, and we need to understand what are they all about. Okay, Korean community, we'll debunk this. So as a Korean myself, I can attest that Koreans from the online community are generally homophobic, transphobic, racist, and misogynistic. Okay, so these 4 things combined, plus either. Alright, so it's and or either. 4 of these usually are very common. Okay, but why specifically this character? This doesn't really explain it yet, so we'll see. Alright, homophobic, transphobic, racist, misogynistic. I don't think it's racist because Liney is like, it's not a character that's how do you know the race, right? This is like a fictional character anyways. They have this ideology where people who look like male characters or like male characters looking feminine and gay are gay. Okay? So if they look like gay, they are gay. So basically that's it. So Venti, I guess that doesn't escape it, right? What other characters? I think Genshin has quite a lot of those type. Venti, Liney, who else? I guess Sing Chu as well to a certain extent. So maybe they just hate this kind of character design, right? While people who only pull for female characters regardless of meta are real men or Giga Chat. So yeah, basically, this is the ideology basically. Alright? So if you like male characters, you're gay. If you like female characters, you're a real man. Okay, so this is how the Korean gamers live by. The principle that they live by. Koreans also silence and disregard opinions that support gay-looking male characters by labeling them as gay, okay? Smallpox, which is a derogatory term for gay. And P means blood, which refers to menstrual blood, okay? It is a derogatory term that disparages women going through menstruation. It's often called or blood sprayer as well. Yeah, I think like this is a very common term, right? The menstrual blood thing. I think English is the only one that don't have. I think Chinese has that as well. All these derogatory term, they always come back to this. It's very common. Genshin farming gender war is annoying. So what's this gay-looking character they are talking about here? Here's a general checklist. Alright? So these are the characters that are victims. They don't like these characters. Men wearing revealing clothes. Aether, Bennett, Ito, Baizu, Goro, Laini, etc. Okay? Male characters targeted for female fanbase, like Hazel for example, and Kave, etc. So there's two categories. These two categories are separated. Apparently Laini is in the first category somewhat. Men wearing revealing clothes. All in all, male characters belonging to either one of these categories are automatically targeted for harassments. No Xingqiu yet? It's important to note that Koreans don't hate all male characters. For example, they like Zhongli. Okay, Zhongli is manly, right? Zhongli is manly. Al-Haitam, they like Al-Haitam. Okay, that's good. Al-Haitam is pretty manly, right? So they like manly dudes. Zhongli, Al-Haitam. Zhongli is like the most manly. Diluc is pretty manly as well, right? I think Diluc is pretty manly. New Villet, Real Test. I have no idea who these two are. Is this new characters? I've never heard of this. Or any character not belonging to the gay looking list. Okay, makes sense. I can see, right? Tall, deep voice. I wonder where Xiao belongs. Xiao is fine, right? I don't think Xiao belongs in either one of these two categories. Kazuha should belong in this category as well, I think. So what's with the dislike ratio from Laini's teaser? As I've mentioned above, disliking male characters in KR community is nothing new, and has existed since the beginning. The terms that I described above like gay or smallpox were nothing but memes, okay? So it all come from memes. These words were initially used more as a joke rather than an insult, and people didn't care much about male characters to this extent. However, things started to upheaval since the Sumeru arc, where Hoyoverse released male characters consecutively, placed Dehya into the standard banner, and blatantly suggested gay-ish interactions between Al-Haitam and Kave. Okay, I'm not too sure about this. Al-Haitam and Kave, were there like gay-ish interactions between them? Can you guys confirm? Any Genshin players? Huh. Okay, that would be interesting, right? Because these two characters are like the most recent one, and I believe there's like a shipping between them. But yeah, I can see why. Because in like one of their recent posters, they are always together, right? And maybe it's from somewhere the interaction right here, right? So it can be like an assumption kind of thing, right? Rather than like it's actually you were skipping story. I guess a lot of people were skipping story. So there's that as well. Okay, that's fair, right? And it finally reached its climax where Hoyoverse started to censor female characters' clothes, cleavage, and boob jiggles while leaving the male characters uncensored. I mean, of course. Why would they censor men? Always the girls get censored, right? Male players whose majority are into waifus were very upset about how they were being treated and started to call Hoyoverse a gay or P company and got under their way to bash all gay-looking male characters or people who like them. I mean, to be fair, if Hoyoverse was not from China, they wouldn't have done that, but because they sort of have to, you know, their own country. I mean, the CN market is probably way bigger and they have to pander to those first. They're also lashing out female fanbase and female workers in Hoyoverse, saying that all female workers should be fired or refrain from getting into higher positions before Hoyoverse game turn into female-based. They are also having this social movement where they are not pulling for male characters to make their banner revenues hit low and prevent Hoyoverse from releasing more male characters. This is not only happening in Genshin, but in other Hoyoverse games as well as Honkai Star Rail. Korean male players are displacing their anger to characters, teasers, female fanbase, and female workers in Hoyoverse instead of just directly sending complaints to the company because that alone isn't enough for them to remove all frustration. So it's not just one specific reason that led to this situation, but rather multiple factors playing together as a whole. Wow. Right now, if you look at the recent comments on KR Liney's teaser, you can see that male players and female players are lashing out at each other. It's a total mess right now, but unfortunately, this is nothing new. Male players have been bashing female players for liking sexualized male characters, and female players have been lambasting male players for doing the same. Damn. They are now attacking people who have opposing opinions and those who are enjoying the characters they dislike. I mean, of course, if you are a girl, you would like male characters. If you are a guy, you would like female characters, unless you're gay, but hey, that's just how it is, right? Why hating on Blade? Why hating on Blade? Nobody's hating on Blade. But I think this makes sense, but to the point that they attack each other? Damn. I'm not sure how many Korean female players are there for Genshin, but I'm guessing there are quite a lot. As a Korean American player enjoying both waifu and husbando characters, I find this situation very tragic and upsetting because things weren't like this before. People were generally nice and I remember having fun there. They didn't insult or bash people who pulled for characters they liked and were only making harmless jokes about them. But after those aforementioned events, more than half of the trending posts consisted of hates and harassments, and only few posts about the actual game contents made into the top post. However, it's important to note that not all Koreans are like this. All these ruckus are coming from certain KR communities consisting of mostly male players. Both male and female players from other communities or even some people from those certain communities are detesting and thinking this behavior is extremely immature. Okay? To the person who uploaded the post, please hide your personal information. You are getting doxed there. They uploaded your Reddit post history and are making racist comments. Damn! Okay. So this person that write this are getting doxed right now. At the time of us reading this, he or she is getting doxed at this moment. Damn. I use the word debunking in the title here because the word debunking means to show that idea or belief etc is false or to show that something is less important, less good or less true than it has been made to appear. Okay? The post said Liney is getting hate because he is not a waifu, which is technically not true. They like male characters like Zhongli, New Villette, Riotisly. It's more like he is wearing a revealing outfit and is a character aimed for female fanbase. Okay, that's fair. At least that's what they think. Most importantly, they got upset because male characters get to have a slutty clothing while waifus don't and are getting censored instead. Hence all the madness. But I get what people mean. I should have said something like expanding on the current KR situation. Okay, it's important to note that not all KR players are like this. I mean, of course, you don't see a lot of comments from them because they don't want to get involved in this drama. They are just mentally exhausted. I am too. So let's have a read at some of these posts. Alright, this is basically from the Korean Genshin community. Basically, they have their forum and stuff. Aren't Redditors afraid of Korean grandmother? Okay, Korean grandmother is an image showing a naked body of an old lady which is used to terrorize online communities. That post refers to the Reddit post showing an image of KR Liney's PV dislike ratio. Okay. They refers to Korean woman. Damn. KR PV isn't the only one having massive dislike ratio. About the Redditor that uploaded the post-Western games that got engulfed by blood sprayers. Why are they causing ruckus and disliking a video lol? Huh. Okay. So I think this is Cafe Never because I go there quite often, right? Back then when I play a lot of KR games, the interface was like Cafe Never. Translation: Liney's design wasn't that bad to get this much hate. When he was first released, we were all looking forward to see him. But then, this effing smallpox gay bitch, referring to the CEO of Hoyoverse, is censoring all female characters but keep making revealing outfits for male characters. Okay. This reached its peak now, so that's why Liney, which originally had this kind of design, is unnecessarily getting much hate. Wow. The haters. Do they not know that they have to? Do they not know that CN has to censor the game because of the government? I'm sure they know, right? Maybe some of them don't. I'm not sure as well. Because like Hoyoverse sort of have to because they are from China. They will always pander to Chinese audience first because that's like their majority of the market, pretty much. But my god, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy, eh? So you can see the ratio is still pretty bad. Genshin 4.0 trailer. Honkai Star Rail Samudharta. Dislike ratio for Liney's teaser, Genshin 4.0 trailer, and Honkai Star Rail episode featuring Imbibitor Lunae. Oh, they didn't like 5-star Danheng as well. Look at this, the ratio is almost the same. Maybe now it might have changed. Yeah, that one is the Samudata one is the Honkai Star Rail's one. Okay, I didn't know they hate Danheng as well. I thought Danheng is quite manly, right? This Korean lineage situation isn't that bad. It's worse. As a former player of Limbus Company, it could get even worse. Imagine if Hoyoverse responded to this by firing a specific female employee at this fan's request, and then threatened to sue anyone who talk about them doing so. It sounds ridiculous, but that's what Limbus Company's developers Project Moon did when users from this same website targeted them with identical complaints. So it's a Limbus Company drama all over again. Wow. Wow. Then this drama is deep. This is exactly the same thing that happened in Limbus Company, by the way. If you guys haven't seen that, that particular video, right? It's sort of like the same situation in a way, but that one was even worse because someone got fired and someone that works for the company gets fired. So this one, at least nobody is getting fired, nobody is getting hurt. It's just some mean comments and pretty much it, right? Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't get worse though. Like this is a little bit scary for sure. I hope it just stays here and that's about it. But yeah, it kind of sucks that every time it always gets so serious.